Hi, it looks like we're live and welcome to Yoga Time, everybody. And whether you're watching this live or as a video, we're going to have another great session with Doreen. So hope you're doing well in the Carolinas.
I am, thank you. We are having a very rainy holiday weekend, but that's okay. You need the rain.
Yeah. So, might as well get started. Might as well get
All right,
going. So I'm going to say goodbye to you all for a second. It's going to be all Doreen for a while.
sounds good. Namaste, our yoga friends that are live or watching this as a recording. Happy Memorial Day weekend. I decided to leave some of my Memorial Day deco out. If you can see it from there in the corner, we have something called Yoga Joes, which are these really cute little military men that kind of are army men, but they're yoga poses. So we've got those out honoring our soldiers and families that we lost during this time. So we honor you. We have gratitude for you. And today's yoga class is going to be based on back health. I was to Adam that last month at this time, I had hurt my back. I had pulled a muscle. And so I'm still recovering. And I realized, there must be a lot of people like Adam and myself that sometimes have back injuries and back problems. So I want to focus on gentle back poses and things you can do in yoga. You can still do yoga, but that help to strengthen your back and create flexibility in your back so that you don't injure it like I happen to do again, or that it's not as bad, or you can recover quicker. And so there's several things we're going to do, but we're going to start today by many classes start with a chime or a bell, and I decided to take my tingsha bells to strike to start our yoga class. So I'm going to strike them again to signify the start of class, and one time. And we're going to start our class today with the tingsha bells and end our class, if I remember, to tingsha bells then. And so I'm going to ask everybody to just rub your hands for and get the left and right side of your brain active and connecting. And we're going to place them in front of our heart center, the space that Adam talks about a lot. And just so you all know, I cannot read comments from my angle. Only Adam can see the comments. So if you're commenting and asking me a direct question, I will not be able to respond until after it's on replay. But I know Adam will do his best to answer any questions you might have or any comments you might have. So we are going to start, and we're going to take a deep breath into our heart space. And we're going to invite all of, if you believe in angels, the universe, God, whoever, to come join you in your practice as you inhale to your heart and you exhale to your heart. And do it with your nose to breathe in and inhale to your heart space. And exhale out of your heart space. And one more. Inhale to your heart space. And exhale to your heart space. Now, before we start our poses today, if you were on show at 11, there was some comments about Kundalini yoga. It is a yoga practice done, and I know Adam does and believes in a lot. The difference for me is I have integrated Kundalini yoga into children's class, and I actually took my initial Kundalini trainings with a children's yoga patient. And so it's a little bit different, but some of the Kundalini practices are based on the traditional text. And true Kundalini yogis are not going to like things that I necessarily share because I have softened the edges, let's say, or made it more accessible to children and adults. So that's okay. I'm fine with that. But I do want to share a chant. And this chant invites in all all of the sources around you into your heart space, so your heart space can expand out. And Adam talks about that a lot. So I want to bring this Kundalini chant in, and I'm going to share with you line by line what it means. And hopefully on your end, you can repeat it with me. We're going to get started with our practice today. And so if you can place your hands in front of your heart, and the first line is Ad Gure Name. I bow to the primal wisdom. Then it's Jugad Gure Name. I bow to the wisdom of all ages. And then it's Sat Gure Name. I bow to the wisdom of truth. And Siri Guru De Ve Name. I bow to the great unseen wisdom. Now I know this is a mouthful, and it's okay if you just listen or you follow with me. Each line, I like to bring my hands forward and back, forward and back, and forward and back. So first line, Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Ve Name, Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru De Ve Name, Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru De Ve Name. And that is inviting in all of either your spirits, your guides, your angels, your source, your God, whoever it is you believe in, and that surrounds you, into your heart and all those around you. So let's start. Now, for your back health, it is really important to breathe during all poses. An injury can happen if you're not breathing properly. That actually will cause injury. So it's important with all the poses I introduced today that you are breathing with the pose. So I will try to remember to mention the breath, inhale and exhale as we're doing the poses. One of the best poses to do for back health is called cat-cow. And it's great to do as soon as you get out of bed. Maybe you get out of bed and your back hurts immediately. I can relate lately how that feels. I never used to be able to relate, but I can now. And so I am on my hands and knees. My hands are directly under my shoulders. My knees are directly under my hips. Make sure your knee placement is the same. If you need a little padding like I do today, a little padding under you, a folded blanket. I'm using an extra cushion in yoga that we have. And I'm going to look up, drop my belly, and inhale or breathe in. Then I'm going to look down. I'm going to exhale, and I'm going to round my back as I breathe out. I'm going to turn so you can see that. I know I'm facing you. You can't see it. I'm going to inhale, drop the belly, breathe in. Exhale, bring that curved spine, belly button in, breathing out. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Now you can go faster than me, you can go slower than me, just as long as you're doing it with your breath. Again, your breath is the most important part to do with this pose. Cat and cow. Cat and cow. Very nicely. Now, within that cat-cow pose, we're going to stay on our hands and knees. And to rock our hips side to side. And just rock your hips side to side. Looking at me if you are looking at me, or if you're looking at the wall, side to side. Rock those hips gently side to side. And then we're going to rotate them around, almost like you would sit on a swing when you were a kid, and you would twist the swing around, and your parents might have yelled at you, "Don't do that!" Or you would be spinning around and laughing and getting dizzy. And then we're gonna twist around the other way and rotate your hips going round and round. Hopefully you can see it. I'll do it from the side so you might be able to see it better. I can't tell if you can see it better from the side or front, but just trying to make it easier for you to see from your angle. And then we're gonna stop, hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips, and we are going to bring one leg back and opposite arm forward. Now this is a balanced pose. Might not be as easy as I'm demonstrating it. If you need to keep bringing your down for a moment to catch your balance, or like that, you can do that. And then of course, whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other. That's the way yoga works for balance, balancing your body. You do it on the right, you have to do it on the left. And then again, we're going to bring one leg back, the opposite leg forward, arm forward, sorry. And then one last time, one leg back, and the opposite forward. Now, hopefully that wasn't too difficult for you. Next pose we're going to go into, we're going to stay down this, but we're going to go into what's called the puppy pose. And the puppy pose, bringing your bottom almost down, but not quite, leaving it up a little bit. Bringing your hands forward and your head down. And stay there as you breathe in and breathe out. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale, puppy. This puppy pose is a little bit awkward because I know what you want to do, right? You want to bring down, so that's okay. We're doing that next. And we're going to keep our arms extended and bring our forehead down if you can. If you need to open up your knees so your belly can fall through, open your knees up, let your bellies fall through. Let your forehead go down and stay there as you inhale and exhale and breathe in and breathe out. And inhale and exhale 1 or 2 more times. Now this is called extended child pose. Some like traditional child pose better, where your hands go down by your feet and you just have your forehead down. So if you prefer that, you can do that child. And breathe in and breathe out. I think the hardest thing for many adults to do is to get their bottoms down on their heels. And not everybody's body shape is like mine or ours. We're very little small. And it's easier, I find, being very little and small to do these type of poses. So don't worry if yours doesn't look like ours. Actually, if you can see Adam, I think you can only see me now. But anyway, Adam can go down in child's pose. He's probably been doing yoga longer than I've been doing yoga. Okay, so from child's pose, you're going to actually do another pose down here called hare pose. Not hair on your head, hare pose like a bunny rabbit hair. You're going to grab your heels and bring your bottom up. And your head is going to rotate in a little bit so your chin hits your chest. And breathe in. And breathe out, and inhale, and exhale, and breathe in, and breathe out. Let's just say that's not the most comfortable pose, but it's all meant to help different parts of your back and keep your back, or if it's injured, to help it gently in a very gentle manner. Okay, one last one while we're down there called kneeling mudra. Or did we just do that? No, we did hare pose, I'm sorry. Kneeling mudra is when your head goes down And your arms come up. There we go. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And breathe in and breathe out. Now release your hands. Rest in child's pose, whichever child pose you like. The traditional, the arms extended, whichever one works for you. Child's pose is a resting pose. Any yoga class you do out there, any style of yoga class, they will tell you that the child's pose across the board is a great pose to rest in. If finding something too difficult, if you can't catch your breath, if something hurts, go right into child's pose and rest. And that's a signal for the teacher to know they may have to modify something for you, or they may have to come over and help you, the pose, or give you some type of yoga prop to use. And so I just love child's pose. For any age can do child's pose. I want to show you something I have in my corner. You've probably seen it. You may have one of these at home, and if you don't, they're so great to have, especially if you have a back injury. And so I wanted to bring it out to just show a couple of quick things to use with what I've always known this as what's called a physio ball. But some of you might call this an exercise ball or something else. Now, I recommend not having it blown up until it's hard. I recommend having it partially soft. Maybe you can see from the side better. Yes, side view. And so this is a great tool for back health. And it's probably easier for those of you who don't have good balance to have a chair or something in front of you to hold on to. I personally have good balance. I don't need a chair for this. But if you need a chair in front of you or a wall, have that in front of you to hold on to. This, what I'm going to show you to do first, is to just rotate sitting on this. And a lot of people use these at a desk instead of a chair. And they even have them in a chair that it sits up, and you can have it at your desk. And it's a great thing to sit at to keep your hips healthy. And your hips are very tied into your back. And so as you can see, kind of like what we did on our hands and knees a little bit earlier, I'm doing that sitting up, and I'm rotating that core and my whole body with this very large exercise ball or physio ball. Now, if you have a table or chair you're holding on to or wall, if you hold on to those, and just imagine again, you bring it back and bring your head down, and you bring it forward and you look up. And guess what you do with your breath? You inhale, you exhale. You inhale, you exhale. And these are great for helping your back if it hurts, or even for everyday back health. The last thing I'm going to show you, you may be a little bit scared, let's say, to try. And it's okay. Do it in your own home. There are bigger balls than what I'm sitting on. I'm sitting on a little bit smaller one because I work with kids, but I do have a larger one I just couldn't get to. This is great also for leaning back and bringing your arms back and just kind of hanging there and doing that for as long as you're comfortable. I'm not going to do it wrong because we have some other things to do, but I wanted to show you how to use your exercise ball or physio ball to help. And that is a great tool that you can use on your own. So I'm going to bring you down now to your belly. We're going to come down on our bellies, and we're going to come down in what's called the Sphinx pose. The Sphinx pose, you can either have your arms crossed like I do, one and the other. Some people prefer to do the Sphinx pose with their arms in front of them. Whichever you do is fine. Different yoga styles show it a different way. But you basically are leaning the very bottom of where your rib cage touches the mat or floor. And you're going to rotate again a little bit side to side. So let me turn again so you can see what I'm talking about. You just kind of rotate side to side, kind of giving your rib cage a little bit of a massage. And that, my friends, is your Sphinx pose, which is going to lead us right to the next pose. The next pose you probably know is called Cobra or Snake pose. Hands underneath your shoulders, elbows in, feet together, buttocks squeezed together if you can, and gently lift up. Breathe in. Gently come down. Breathe out. Gently lift up. Breathe in. Gently come down. Breathe out. Here's what you don't want to do when you do Cobra. You do not want to bring your shoulders up. You want shoulders down. One of the reasons you tuck your elbows in is to keep your shoulders down. One more time. We're going to come up. Inhale. Exhale and rest a moment. And if you need to on your arms, you can rest on your arms too. Because we're staying here for next pose. Our next pose is the locust pose and locust series. I will not joke, this is a little bit harder. So if at any time it hurts where you feel electricity going through your spine or back, stop and do not continue. Because the back is electrical. You have like electrical signals going through your back, going up and down your spine. We want to keep it healthy. So the first pose we're going to do for locust pose, the first part of it is your hands come gently up, your head is lifted, and your feet are gently lifted. And that's all. Just look straight ahead. Focus on a point in front of you. And inhale and exhale. And breathe in, and breathe out. And inhale and exhale and breathe in and breathe out. Okay, I'm going to have you come down and rest for a moment. Some of you who are not yogis are having a problem or struggling a little bit with that one because it takes a lot of strength in your back to actually do that pose. It doesn't look it, but it's harder than it looks. Okay, we're going to do that again, and we're going to add some things to that pose. So when you're ready, we're going to lift our hands, our head, and our feet. Look forward and do hold your breath. This is what causes injuries. Make sure you're breathing in, inhaling, breathing out, exhaling. Breathe in, inhaling, breathing out, exhaling. One more, you can do it. Breathe in, inhale. Breathe out, exhale. Rest your body. Even for me, that is a bit of a not struggle, but it's a little challenging. That's the word I was looking for, challenging. All right, we're gonna do some of the locust series. Okay, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna look like Superman, fly, my favorite superhero. And so you're gonna bring your feet up and your hands in front of you, or if you want to make the Superman way, you can do your hands like that. Or you can switch and do your hands like that. Or you can have both in front of you. And make sure you're breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And breathing in and out. And come on down. Almost done with the locust series. Not quite there yet. Almost. The next part of the locust series is we're going to bring one hand up and an opposite foot up. The other hands go at the side. Can you bring one hand and the opposite up? Look straight ahead. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come on down. Hope you're enjoying this, Adam. I can't see you, but I bet you're following along. Okay, and whoever else is on today. So a couple comments Adam posted before at the very start. Now we're going to bring our opposite hand up, opposite foot up, while the other one isn't resting, it's just gently up, as high as the other. All right, Inhale, exhale. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and rest. Woo! Man, I'm feeling the heat now. I don't know about you. I know it's hotter in New York than it is in North Carolina right now. But in my studio, I am feeling the heat. I think I should have turned the air on, Adam. All right, from this pose, and we are still staying on our back, we're going to go into something called the bow pose. Some of you may not be able to reach your feet to do this. If you cannot reach your feet, you can use a belt, a strap, and I'm going to show you to do that in a moment. You're going to get onto your backs, your bellies. I'm on my belly for my back right now. And you're going to wrap, oh my gosh, around your feet like that. Hold on to the strap, and you're going to just lift up. You're going to hold yourself up there. Now, everybody's different. Some of you may be able to reach your feet, and you're going to rock like a rocking horse. Remember rocking horses when you were little? Or maybe you have children or grandchildren love a rocking horse. And then you're going to release your strap, release your hand, rest again. Woo! And that is the bow pose. But we're going to do the bow pose a little bit different this time. If you need the belt, use the belt to wrap. And you might need help. You might not be able to even wrap it around your ankles without help. I know I can easily do it because I've been doing this so long. But not everybody's like me or Adam. If you haven't been doing yoga as long, I'm going to just get my strap out of the way. So to do the bow pose, a modified version, you're going to hold on, breathe in and out, by the way. I forgot to mention that. And go side to side. Side to side. Woohoo! Isn't that a fun ride? To me, it's fun, like a horse gone wild. And that is your bow pose. So when we up now, probably quite happy to come up at this point. And we're going to do something called the camel pose. Woo! Wow. There's two camel poses you can do. There is the Kundalini version, which looks different than the Western version of camel. Let me do the Kundalini version first, because you might prefer the Kundalini version. It's kind of like sitting up and doing the cat-cow, because you're doing this. You're breathing in and breathing out as you do this. Inhaling and exhaling, breathing in and breathing out. And that's the Kundalini version of the camel. And some of my yoga friends prefer that version. You will feel it in your lower back. You will not be able to probably do it for a period of time. As soon as you start to feel it, I tell everyone to stop a moment. Leave your hands here and breathe. And if you prefer your feet not on your toes like that, you prefer like that, you can certainly do it like that too. I get more out of it when I'm up a little bit higher doing that. The Western version of the camel pose is this next part I'm going to show you. And that is when you come up, you can hold your lower back if you're a beginner yogi, and you just look up. And sometimes just looking up as you inhale and exhale is all you need, and you will feel that go down your back. But if you are a more experienced yogi, you may want to do one side first, reaching, stretching. Anusara yoga was awesome for this style, where the one hand one direction, one hand the other, inhaling and exhaling. And then you do the same thing on the other side, inhale and exhale. And then if you are really flexible, or you want to try an advanced way to do it, you do both at the same time as you go back. And then after any of them, you come forward in child's pose and you rest. Whee! And that is the camel pose. And the camel pose does wonders for your lower back. I find it's really good for your lower back and your whole back health. Okay, this pose has a really silly name. It's called Lord of the Flies. To me, it's like, what a silly name. How did they even come up with these names thousands of years ago? But again, hey, I'm not sure what sometimes the Buddhist monks were thinking of, but this is Lord of the Flies. And so you twist one hand behind your back, and it's the same hand as your leg that's up, the opposite hand's going over the other, and you're looking over your shoulder. And you're taking 3 breaths in and 3 breaths out. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. See if you can twist even more gently, inhaling and exhaling. And guess what? We have to switch sides. So we're going to switch to the other side, opposite arm, over, opposite leg, other arms behind you. It's the same arm as the leg that's up. That sits right behind the small of your back, let's say, behind your bottom. You look back over that shoulder, inhaling and exhaling, breathing in and breathing out, inhaling and exhaling. I've lost track if I did 3. Sorry, I lost track. I lost count. Oh my goodness. Sorry if we did an extra one, Adam. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. But hey, it happens sometimes. Sometimes I lose track counting. So what can you do? Okay. All of today's is going to be on the floor, by the way. I probably should have told you at the beginning of class, but all today's going to be on the floor. Next things we're going to do are called spinal twists. We're going to do them on the floor, on our back. Make sure your space is cleared. You don't have anything in your way blocking you. You can do these spinal twists on your back. And then we're going to go right into resting in Shiva pose. And so what you're going to do on your back is your arms are going out and your knees are coming up. You're going to grab hold of your knees for a moment, bring your head in, rock side to side for a moment, and then let your head rest. Keep them rocking for a moment. Bring one foot down and foot rests on your leg. Same side hand as the bent leg will go through to grab your knee, grab your leg, bring your head in. Threading the needle, it's called. Bring that leg down. Oh, make sure you're breathing. Sorry. Opposite leg, opposite hand goes through. Inhale when you come up. Exhale when you come down. Let's try that one more time. Switch leg. Grab, hold in when you come up. Head lifted. Exhale when you come down. Others. Let's do the last one of these. Inhale when you come up. Exhale when you come down. All right, bring both knees up, arms out and feet. Drop them to one side, but don't let them hit the floor. Keep them up a little bit. Look the opposite direction, breathing in. Breathe out, bring your knees to center. Inhale, drop them to the other side. Don't let them hit the floor. Inhale, exhale, bring them to center. One more time, drop them to one side, inhale, exhale, come to center. Last one, drop them to one side, inhale, exhale, come to center. Last time, give your knees a little hug, rock so that the lower back is getting a nice little massage. Straighten one of those legs out. You're going to hold on to your opposite knee with your opposite hand. Their hands going off to the side, resting on the floor. Bring it across your body, look the opposite way. Inhale, exhale, bring it to center. Grab hold with the same side hand to your knee. Inhale, let it drop to the same side. Exhale, bring it to center. Let that leg come down and don't grab the other one yet. I want you to feel the difference between the two. Does one leg feel a little more flexible or rubbery than the other? Usually that's the case, but it's okay if it's not for you. Let's bring the opposite knee up. Hold it with the opposite hand. Bring it across your body. Inhale. Look the opposite way. Stay straight on the mat. Exhale, bring it to center. Inhale, drop it to the same side, opening your hip. Exhale, bring it to center and drop it down. Now we are going to stay on our backs with our hands down, relaxing. Legs slightly open, our arms slightly open. You're going to close your eyes and you are now going to rest your bodies. As you're resting today, I'm going to do something called a chime meditation. I honestly can't remember if I've done this before for you or not, and so I'm going to do it again for you. As you're laying down, I'm going to strike the chime. Each time I chime, I will tell you a part of your body to relax. Relax your toes. Relax your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax the arches of your feet. Relax the soles of your feet. Relax the top of your feet. Relax your feet from the big toe to the little toe. Your calf muscles, let them sink into your yoga mat or the floor. Relax your shins. Feel the muscles relaxing away from your shins. Relax your knees. Soften your knees and feel that space behind your knees. Let your knees relax, letting your right foot fall to the right and your left foot fall to the left. Relax your upper legs. Relax your thighs. Relax your hamstrings, letting your legs rest in the floor, melting away. Relax, letting your buttocks sink into the mat, into the floor. Relax your bottom down to your feet. Relax your lower back, feeling that space of your lower back that doesn't usually hit the mat. Relax your sides. Relax your rib cage as you inhale and exhale softly and slowly. Relax your upper back. Relax each vertebrae of your back, kind of like stairs climbing up. Relax your upper back where your neck hits. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your elbows and your wrists. Let your hands be opened as the back side of your hands rest on the floor, being open to receive good energy to come your way. Relax your head. Let the back of your head rest. Relax your face. Relax the facial muscles, letting your mouth be partially opened. You can smile or just breathe. Relax the muscles around nose and your cheeks. Relax the muscles leading up to your ears. Relax your eyes as they're closed softly. Inhaling and exhaling softly and slowly. Relax your forehead. Relax your hair. And I'm only giggling and laughing because Adam just cut his. Relax your body from the top of your head or the crown all the way down to your toes. Now, if there's a part of your body that's sore or tender, part of your body that's bringing your attention to it, Relax that part of your body as well. May your body feel rested. May your backs feel healthy. May you have a beautiful yoga day. Namaste. And as I began, I'm going to end in Shavasana, striking the tingsha bells 3 times so you can rise gently. And once you've risen, I'm going to place my hands once again in front of my heart. If you need to rub your hands in again, I don't feel like I need to because I feel like my left and right side of the brain are very connected right now from all the breaths and poses we did. I'm going to take a really deep breath in. Om. Namaste. In me sees the light in all of you. Namaste, Adam, and all of the Spirit family.
Namaste. Thank you so much. That was great. And as you know, I cannot stress the importance of yoga or some type of equivalent practice enough in these ascension times when there's so much pressure from the world around us, as well as the frequencies increasing so much. We've got to keep these vehicles running. We've got to, it's like taking our cars in and getting an oil change, getting a tune-up. We need to keep doing this as we keep ascending. So thank you. And yes,
You're very welcome.
Right along with you.
I figured you were. I'm so glad to be here with you and actually help my own back feel better and stuff too today. So I hope that others really appreciated it and enjoyed it and keep their backs healthy. So important.
And you guys know we have a whole playlist of yoga classes from Doreen on the channel. So if you just need to do a little bit of yoga, look at the description, see which one is the most apt, and go for it.
Thank you, Adam.
And Laura, yeah, you guys slipped in somewhere. Jessica, hey. All right, so we're finishing up. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. And those of you that have a long weekend, well, there's a whole other day to go. So enjoy that. And yeah, Lakeside Laura said she's going to go jump in the lake.
Nice.
They don't call her Lakeside for nothing, right?
That's awesome. Have a great,
thank you, Felicia. You too, and Colleen doing.
Thank you, Felicia.
All right, namaste, everybody.
Namaste.
Namaste.